Hi, Sheltered family. Good to see you in yet another new episode of the Sheltered podcast. So good to have you join me for this conversation. My name is Lenah Kendi. For those who are new here, please do as the honors of subscribing to this channel, because it's going to be definitely everything that you need to enhance your growth in excellence in regards to relations and associations. So yes, welcome, and let's get right into it. So today's conversation, I just want to pose a question to you and give you a second to think about it. What does love look like to you? Yes, what exactly would you consider love to be? And with that question, I have a couple of responses from a number of people, and of course we're gonna go through them, and after going through them, we are also going to run through their school of thoughts and experiences and expectations with one very beautiful chapter in the Bible that speaks about what love is, and that is 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It speaks a lot about what love is, and of course we have to challenge our school of thoughts every other time, and our state of heart and mind and expectation in regards to what we consider to be love. Is it what God would say that is what love is? All right, okay. So to the first person, they say that to me, love is actions, someone who is caring, supportive, always there for me, someone who can share with who you can share with everything without being judgmental. And I don't know, but definitely to everyone who knows what love is, you cannot love passively. You cannot love passively. There has to be actions that will come along with the actual love that you claim to have towards this person. And then they continue to say that you have to be supportive, someone who you can share with everything without being judged. Of course, basically I really believe that love should be that safe space. That person who you love should be your safe space. If you need to vent, they will listen to you without judging you. If you need to cry, if you need to open up about a thing, they will not look at you any differently. And with that, I just borrow from the exact kind of love that God gave us. Of course, because when Jesus came, he did not come for the righteous. He came for the sinners. He came, and he says, even before we loved him, he loved us, such that with all our sinfulness, our mess, our dirt, everything that made us unpleasant and undesirable, he still found us to be loved without judging us, without considering that we were not befitting of his love. And I really think that is a good kind of way of giving love, that you allow this person to open up to you, to give, to just be free when it comes to how they are feeling, what they have gone through, what they may have experienced, without feeling that they are being judged by you wrongly. Sorry, the second one says Love to me is selfless, being free around someone, not afraid of he or she will judge you, and enjoying their presence. Of course, one of the most basic and key thing that comes out in 1 Corinthians 13, it's that love is selfless. Love gives. So if there isn't the aspect of giving, of love is like dying to yourself, because sometimes you may not be feeling like doing something for the other person, but you just remember that they need it done by you, or you just remember that this will mean a lot for them. For example, it's just like during a birthday, you could choose not to celebrate your partner's birthday. It's not that it's gonna change the day, right? But then when you celebrate them, how much that feels. And sometimes going through the hustle of buying the gifts, doing maybe organizing the party and everything, it is quite a lot. It requires a lot of input of time. It requires resources. That takes selflessness. It takes a person who is willing to give, a person who is willing to just see you happy. So yeah, definitely that's a yes. Giving selflessly, dying to yourself daily, choosing that I'm gonna be there for this person whether or not I feel like it, because love is a choice. It's a decision you make every single day. That's what I really know. It has to be, because if you just wait on the days that you feel like you're really in love with this person, the butterflies will not always be there. Their lifespan is actually very, very short. So the butterflies may go away, but you made the decision in your heart that you're going to love this person, and therefore you go ahead to love them. Yeah. And the other person says that I look at love in the lens of grace. Like what God says love, my favorite reference is 1 Corinthians 13. Yes. And how Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. And this comes after loving God with all your heart. Okay, let's pause. She wrote a bit lengthy, but I really believe that is a very beautiful kind of approach to life, where you remember according to the commandment that Jesus gave. He said, love your neighbor as you do yourself. So if you would have your neighbor lie to you, then lie to them, if that's how love is, because love is actions, right? So if you would have them root for you and be there for you, then you will have to be there for them. You will have to root for them, because that is what is expected, that you just show love as equally as you'd want to receive it. And then continues to say, why I'm not referring to the human perspective kind of love is because it's very inefficient. In the sense, as a human, I tend to pick love from the point of what I lack. E.g., if I lack attention and someone gives me attention, I'll definitely feel loved, but I'll be lying to myself, as it will wear out and I'll start looking outside for it. And this brings me back to the identity in Christ, knowing that you are rooted and grounded in His eternal love for you, so much so that you don't break completely in your weakness, because that when I'm weak, I'm strong in Christ. Amazing. That was super deep. And I love that school of thought, when this person says that the love kind of a human is inefficient, for sure it's inefficient, because as naturally as human beings we do not gravitate towards loving, towards doing good, towards selflessness, towards being givers. We do not ever. We always tend to always look at or be more inclined to I just wanting everything for ourselves. And so that's for sure it's inefficient for us to love from the humanly perspective. But if we love with from the lenses of how God loved this person, like God loved them, gave up everything for them. God loved them, gave everything that they require, that they needed for them to encounter me.